Sam, I've got to ask you, surely I'm looking at someone who is living their dream, a racing driver. Dream job?
Absolutely. Since I was a kid, it's always what I wanted to do. I used to watch F1 with my mum and dad every Sunday, and I actually used to write letters to them, believe it or not, saying, please mum and dad, please take me go-karting. When I was 8 years old for my birthday, they took me to Silverstone. I had my first go, and that was it, caught the bug, and I've been living the dream ever since.
Tell me a bit about that journey. How do you go from that 8-year-old boy who says, Mum, Dad, I want to get a go-kart, I want to try racing, to then having driven Formula One cars? I mean, how much of a vast difference is there?
In terms of the application, it's actually not very different, Ewan. Like, you know, you've still got to be smooth, be quick. You've got to be good with your engineers, mechanics. You've got to be good at looking at the data. And you learn those skills from a really young age, and you can use them all the way up through the ranks. What people don't see is the application and dedication behind the scenes to like training and media, PR training, all these kind of things that you need to learn to mould yourself into the proper profession.
Right, 2020, so a massive change for your career.
Yeah.
Do you want to touch a little bit about that, and what are you most looking forward to about next season?
So yeah, 2020 I've joined Jaguar Racing, and it's great to be back with a manufacturer. It's a very important step for me because we get a lot of testing now, whereas when I was with an independent team, there was nothing. So we could never really improve and develop our software and our hardware to ensure that we could be at the front all the time. We kind of had to stay at the same level, which was difficult to take, especially when we wanted to try and fight the likes of Porsche and Audi, BMW, Merc. It's difficult to when you're an independent team. So very big move for me. Excited to get my teeth into the project. To be with a British brand as well, like Jaguar, is huge. I'm finding my feet very quickly there. They're all absolutely lovely people. Great engineers, great mechanics, and so far everything's gone really well.
Is that important to you then, to associate yourself with good companies?
Absolutely. To be associated with a British brand means a lot. Me being a British racing driver, and not only am I partnering Jaguar Racing this year, but I'm also partnering Mukhoff, so another huge British company. They're a local company to me, so I'm a Bournemouth lad, and they're based down here with me, so it's great to be a part of the team.
Now, I've got to ask you, when you race, for me, when I was an athlete, I found it so hard to unwind afterwards, whether I've had a bad race and I was being cruel to myself and analysing what went wrong, or if I had a good race and I was on cloud 9, I could never sleep, like literally the night after a race. I'm assuming for you, you get more adrenaline than I would during 44 seconds. How on earth do you sort of have a come down after racing?
It's really difficult. When I've had a good race, you've got this positive energy and these great vibes sort of coursing through your body. And you feel amazing, you really do. That adrenaline just keeps on going and going and going. And I'm replaying the race through my head over and over and over again while I sleep. I can literally see the race unfolding during my sleep. Unfortunately, the same can be said when I've had a bad race, but in a negative way. I'm unbearable to live with apparently for a week afterwards. I really take it personally if I've had a bad race, and I want to understand why. I will go back to the team and we will evaluate the race literally lap by lap. Why did this happen? Why did that happen? What can we do to improve for the future? Why did I make that mistake? And I'm always wanting to learn and improve from every race. So even if it's been a good race, there are things that I can do better. And if it's been a bad race, try and turn it into a positive to make sure that that mistake never happens again.
What do you do to unwind then? We've talked about, you know, getting psyched up and your heartbeat's going crazy, the lights go and you're off. When you've had a couple of days to reevaluate, you've come home to the family or wherever you might be travelling to the next location, what's your poison? What do you do to relax?
I like to see family. So it's great that my family live down here with me in Bournemouth. I enjoy training, so I like to go out on my bike. I like to go running, as you know. I like to see friends. I enjoy cinema. I enjoy music. I enjoy playing golf. Yeah, I'm an everyday guy that is living his dream. So just normal everyday stuff. I enjoy taking my dog for a walk on the beach. So just normal everyday stuff.
Sam, you mentioned earlier about Formula E and how you're quite proud of the fact it's good for the environment and so forth. Is it important for you to collaborate with brands who share these values?
It's important for me as a person, actually, Ewan. Like when I joined Formula E, maybe I wasn't quite so aware of the environment and what we were doing to it, but Formula E's really opened my eyes. And yeah, it is important to join up and collaborate with brands that share the same ethos. Mukhoff have a new initiative called Project Green, and that is important to me, yeah. So it's great to have a partnership with a brand that shares the same values as I do.
Now, I mean this with respect. A lot of people look at Formula One and think that's where it's at, that's
Yeah.
where it's at. Even on the road, electric cars, it's taking its time for people to be converted.
Yeah.
For Formula E, where do you think the turning point was? Because a lot of people now do watch it and love it.
Yeah, I think that the first season of Formula E was difficult. There were times actually in the first season where we thought as a series, is this going to survive? But it's just gone from strength to strength, and the fact that now there's more manufacturers in Formula E than there are in Formula One speaks volumes about where the series is currently and where it's going. The fan base is picking up as well. At the beginning, the real hardcore fossil fuels kind of fan didn't want to know, but the fact that the calibre of driver in Formula E is so strong, it's hard to ignore what Formula E is doing on track, and they're slowly but surely, maybe not converting, but enjoying watching both Formula One and Formula E and understanding that there is a place for both series.